Earth to the Third Power presents Fools Who Ride. The Dreamstone, Part 9.
Welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons, Nerds of the Third Power, Fools Who Ride the Dreamstone. We are, again, stuck in the Cloakwood, but we are approaching, well, perhaps the end game of this adventure, as, well, we follow our heroes of Lenore Longfellow, Marcus Hawk. Shit, I forgot how to pronounce her name. And I've been doing so well! Alisaria! There we go. But these people have real names that they have social insurance numbers attached to. So if you want to steal their identities, they are
Dr. Gonzo playing Marcus Hawk.
Kat Thompson playing Lenore Longfellow. Please don't steal money from me. I don't have that much.
Skyblaze playing Alisaria Sunshadow. Although I don't have a social security number because that's not how things work in the UK. So.
All right. So let us continue along the path. All right, then. So, rockin' and rollin', you have just finished a long rest. Your stuff has been returned. You've met a pooping bunny. And you've been given a map which may lead you to the ruins that which you may seek. So, what's the game plan, people, as you sit in the morning fog that has gathered around your camp? There is also a light rain beginning to fall.
We head towards the place where they're like, yeah, you don't want to go here. And we're like, yeah, we do.
Well, hang on. There's two of them. There's one that they explicitly told us to avoid, and one said, we want you to go here.
Well, there was one that said avoid, and one said you probably don't want to go here.
But I think you wanted to go here, but you probably shouldn't.
Yeah, so let's not go to the place that they explicitly told us to avoid, because that's probably their home, and they probably don't want us there.
Or it's the bog. Does it look like it's the bog?
Judging from the map, you can't really glean a whole lot of information because it's not like a topographical map, but matching it up with the one you had from the half-work, it would seem to play to that. Okay. The trail that it does mark does skirt dangerously close at one point, but you'd be able to see the area, but you don't know what you'd be able to see from that location.
Right.
Okay. All right. So let's follow the path that they've marked on their map.
All right. And, so you begin to gather your supplies and begin your trek through the forest, which starts to get a little bit more swampy and boggy as things move forward through the day. After about an hour or so, you start climbing up a hill. The hill's muddy, it's slippery, it's rather unpleasant to climb.
I didn't realize we were in Sheffield.
So as you start climbing the top of this hill, all three of you are just covered in muck. And you come to the top of this hill, and it's overlooking what looks to be kind of a valley in the forest. And you can see this huge just clearing. And in the clearing, you can see the remains of what looks like catapults, what looks like burned wagons. And it looks like it's been here for quite some time.
Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
And as you continue looking over this, if each of you wants to make a perception check to see what you can see, I'll tell you more.
Now I'm going to step in because I actually have a spyglass that I got from the court mage. So I'm going to pull that out and use that to survey the scene.
All right, so you pull the spyglass you got from Mari, the court mage. And as you look around, you can see bodies, just tons and tons of bodies in various states of decay through the valley. You also see on one side, there also seems to be a clear dividing line. On one side, there seems to be more fleshy bodies, more signs that are more advanced in decay. In the middle, there are moving things, but from where you are, they likely can't see you.
Okay.
And on the other side of them, there seems to be just a row upon rows of bones.
Okay. I want to zoom in on the catapults and see, do they look like they're still functional, or have they fallen into disrepair?
They've fallen into disrepair. As you continue looking upon the field, the weather's starting to get progressively worse. The light drizzles now turn into a full downpour. And you can just see the field below just turn into a bloody muck swamp. But you do notice there are several creatures that look less rotted that are patrolling the middle. There seems to be about 5 or 6 of them.
Okay, I'm going to roll a perception check to leverage my military training to see if I can't determine the pattern of their patrol and where there might be an opening.
Roll it.
So 15, and my perception modifier is plus 0. So it's just 15.
Okay, so judging from their patrol patterns, you don't really sense a real rhyme or reason other than the 5 of them just seem to be keeping an eye on both sides. There doesn't seem to be a break, but matching what you know from the maps that you've been given, you would wager this is the bone field.
Okay. All right.
Where was the bone field on relation to the map, and what was that part of what we wanted to avoid? Or was that part of something we had to go through?
That seems to line up with the area you were to avoid, but the path that you're marked on does come remarkably close. This would be the overlook point of the bone field.
We can potentially get around this.
All right. I'm gonna pass the spyglass to Alisaria and point out one of those creatures and ask, do those look familiar to you at all?
Do they?
Well, they look like a humanoid of some kind. Most of the face is rotted away. There's some bits of flesh clinging to it. But it is raining quite heavily, so you could roll again to see if you can maybe zoom in a little bit more. But you're pretty sure it's some kind of an undead.
Not 20.
Okay, so it's definitely an undead, for sure, 100%. What type of undead? It could be a wight, it could be a revenant, you're not 100% sure. You just know that it has intent, it is alive from the way it's moving, it definitely has independent thought.
So, all right. So does that look like something that if we killed the demon, it would dissipate, or do you think we'd have to come back and deal with that later?
These guys they're not your common or garden skeleton soldiers. They're slightly higher tier than that. They're not greater undead, but they can think for themselves a bit.
Okay. Meaning,
as a general rule, they're not very smart, but they can take independent action.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, all right. So, just to confirm, we are looking over the bone field, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is the temple that we're looking for also here?
Not quite. It is further up the path. Probably judging the distance, and you're kind of getting an idea on how far things are. You're guessing probably a few more hours.
Okay, so do you have to go through the bone field, or
no? The path leads around it. It just skirts really, really close.
So if we go quietly, maybe we can just skip all of this.
If we skirt around the outside edge and try and avoid notice if possible.
Okay, I'm gonna take back my spyglass and I'm gonna examine those patrol routes again. Do any of them go into the woods that the path goes through?
Every so often, but there doesn't seem to be rhyme or reason to it.
Okay.
Now, I want everybody to make a series of stealth checks. You will be making them at disadvantage because
all of us are wearing heavy armor,
and it's raining and it's slippery.
Splendid.
Okay. All right. Well, let's. I guess nothing for it, but just keep on the path that we're on.
Yeah, just slow and steady wins the race.
Yep.
Okay, so Marcus, you're gonna roll first.
10. with a +3 modifier, but I'm at disadvantage. So what does that mean?
Roll again.
Take the lower.
Yeah.
And take the lower. Okay.
So you can actually roll 2 d20s at the same time, or one at a time. But either way.
I just rolled another d20 and it came up an 11. So
okay, so you have 10. Okay,
yeah.
Plus 3, 10 plus 3 for yours.
Yeah, so 13 total.
13. Okay, so 13. Alisaria, you go next.
Okay. That's another nat 20. Thank you, dice.
Okay, roll again.
Followed by a...
Nat 1.
Followed
That would
by,
be funny.
13.
Okay. And Lenore.
Alright, I've been rolling real bad, so let's just see how bad... Oh, wow! Wow, okay, my lowest was actually a 16.
Okay. So, rolling for my guys. 1. 2. 3. 4.
Oh, God.
5.
So many.
One of them has definitely noticed you.
Yes.
Great.
They definitely heard Marcus. So, Marcus, as you're trudging down the hill, you slip, and your armor clatters as you roll down the hill. And because you're picking yourself out of muck, you can just hear the struggling of you trying to stand back up.
Oh boy, great.
Cool.
However, since only one of them noticed you, an army is not descending on you, but one of them is coming over to investigate.
Okay, is there a chance that I might be able to hide before it arrives at my location?
You can roll, but you are at disadvantage.
Okay,
Well, he's disguised as mud now, so...
Yeah? Actually, you know what? That's a good point. Okay, roll normally.
All right.
If he were a ranger, this would be the perfect thing to have happen.
19.
You successfully hide. I'm going to see what its passive perception is and see if it notices you. It'll roll at disadvantage.
They're usually not great, yeah.
With Frodo and Sam, and they put the cloak over... That's
because those cloaks are fucking magic.
Yeah, but that's a fantasy movie. This is Dungeons and Dragons.
Wait.
Unfortunately, the creature rolled really well.
Crap.
It notices you. It points its blade at you and just whispers the words, "Stand and fight."
Ooh. Oh, it's really intelligent.
It's challenging me. All right. Well, I guess there's no point in me. I'm guessing that there's no point in me going, "Ain't nobody here but us mud gophers." So I will stand and draw my blade and ready my shield, hoping that my companions can get to my location to give me aid, because I have idea what the fuck I'm fighting.
But I'd like to point this out as your game master.
Yeah.
As far as it knows, there's only one of you.
Yes, we are. Yeah, I mean, we didn't hear that, but we do see that this is a one-on-one thing, and we sneaky.
Alrighty. Okay.
Yeah,
well then,
I'm going to stay out of the way. If you run into trouble, then I'll step in. But otherwise, I'm going to assume that you can take care of yourself.
all right. Well, then in that case, I'm going to again roll a perception check to leverage.
We are not the United States Marines. If a man falls behind, he fucking stays behind.
This is the United States of the Pirates of the Caribbean.
I'm going to roll a perception check. Actually, you know what? Can I make
be rolling initiative, shouldn't we?
Well, hang on. Well, let me finish.
No, that's not how combat works.
We're not in combat yet. You
are literally.
Will you let me finish, please?
No,
children.
I want to roll a check to size this guy up and get an idea of what his physical condition is. So, would that be an athletics check or a perception check?
That's a perception check.
All right. 12.
Well, he looks pretty fucking tough. He's a big, beefy looking type of some kind of undead. He's got two kind of long swords, and they're covered in gore. You don't know how old that gore is, but they're covered in them.
All right.
And He doesn't look pleasant.
All right, so I'm rolling my initiative now.
Okay.
Oh, wow, nat 1. I
16.
failed that hard.
Okay, so his go.
Are
he
we
gets-
going to be in initiative? Like, we need to know where we're at with this.
Do you want to attack? Because if you do, you will give away your...
I'm
position.
saying we need to probably be in initiative because we are...
In case they do jump in.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll allow you guys to jump in at advantage.
Like as a sneak attack, like a surprise.
Yes, basically, because he has no idea you're there.
Okay.
Okay.
And for our reference, how far away are we? Because he kind of rolled down a hill.
Yeah, he's probably about 50, 60 feet from you.
Okay. And so we're up higher than him?
Yeah, you're up higher, so you have the high ground!
We have the high ground.
Use it well, Obi-Wan.
I'm attempting to do so. Are we around some trees, or is it just an open thing?
You're kind of hidden in some shrubs.
Okay.
And yeah, that's where you're at.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
I would
Then,
like to roll initiative to see where I'd land in the foray. 3, so not great.
Okay. Alisaria?
Got another round.
Could I get involved in this, or just trust him to know what the fuck he's doing?
At this
Or I
point,
could
if
just-
one
or I
more
could just-
person
He is
dies,
your buddy.
Or I just if I could just turn the unholy, I guess.
I was going to say, remember your lawful good.
Yeah, I know. Alright,
And despite our sniping, we are partners.
as an action, you can sense your fiends and the undead. Each fiend or undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. On failure, is turned for 1 minute until it takes damage. You! Fuck off! Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Is this working? Right, okay, good.
So you're casting Turn Undead?
Yep.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Did,
All right,
did you roll
so-
initiative? Were you higher than everyone else?
I rolled a 16.
Okay.
I rolled a 16 as well.
Okay, my dex is 14. What's yours?
11.
Okay, so I would go first. Okay, so how does turn work again?
You get one full action or 2 half actions, I think. Isn't it?
Turn undead.
Oh, Turn Undead.
Okay, so you try and turn them, and what do I roll to resist?
Wisdom saving throw, DC 11.
Okay. I fail. Alright,
Bye.
so the creature recoils from Marcus and begins to back up.
And Marcus doesn't know what's happening, so... Ha ha!
Yeah, well, I'm also not going to look a gift horse in the mouth.
The creature doesn't know where this is coming from.
Okay. All right. out of character. Should I go for the attack, or should we wait and see if this guy's going to walk off?
Out of character, it doesn't last forever. So
No,
right now,
it only lasts for 1 minute, so...
yeah. So it's
All right.
trying to flee from the effect because now it's scared, but it will eventually. This will
Shake it off, yeah.
This like
All right, so-
yesterday's Peruta will pass.
So I should strike while the iron is hot. Then. All right.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Of course, that will end it.
Well, it'll give me a chance to get a good whack in and do some damage.
Yes.
It is a free shot, yes.
Okay. So then, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll my attack roll.
Okay.
Oh boy, come on. All right. Let's see, 17. And then remind me, do I get a modifier with an attack roll?
Should be your strength.
Strength. Okay, so 17 plus 3, that comes to 20. Okay.
Okay, so yep, that is a hit.
All right, and I'm going to, I guess that's 1d8. And that's an 8 plus 3, so that's 11.
Okay.
And I'm not going to fuck around. I'm going to go ahead and do my action surge and take a second attack.
Okay.
That is an 18. And 6 plus 3 is 9. So that's 20 total damage.
Okay, so you take a huge slash and a stab at this thing, and you think you do this tremendous amount of damage, but it doesn't seem all that hurt by it. It just kind of grunts, sees the rips in its armor, and it just kind of looks up at you with these burning red eyes, and whatever flesh is left on its mouth in a toothy grin.
Ew.
Now growls, "My turn."
Oh, no.
Are you just going for the TPK at this point?
Nope, this is a low-level monster, so...
He already did a PK, just a person kill.
Yeah, this one, I'm reading its stats exclusively. So, its first attack, 7, but
right.
I roll at disadvantage, so it doesn't matter.
My AC is
second
19.
attack. So, second attack, 17, 5. So, yeah, both of its attacks with its swords miss.
Okay.
So, here we go.
All right. Taking another swing. Can I aim an attack? Like say I'm going to strike at its head?
Yeah, but you roll at disadvantage.
Or is it a penalty?
I think it's disadvantage, I think.
Like a cold shot is like a... I think it just depends.
I'll say disadvantage because it is fucking pouring rain.
All right, so I'm gonna try and take its head off.
Okay.
And nat 20, yay!
All right,
it's on fire.
All right, you hit it.
All right, and 5 plus 3 is 8.
Okay, so you hit this thing again. It drills it right in the neck, and your blade doesn't seem to go in any further, as it's almost like its skin pushes out your blade.
Like a regenerative pushing out, or just a no cell?
Just a no cell.
Okay. All right. Well, it's its turn.
All right. So roll its first attack. 12, 8. So its first attack misses. Second attack, 15.
Oh, Jesus.
3. So it misses both times.
Okay. All right. Okay. It doesn't seem to be taking any actual damage, so I don't think I can kill it, but is there a way I can disable it, like maybe cutting its tendons or something?
I'm gonna lean out, and because my sacred weapon, it doesn't say my weapon, it just says a weapon.
Yeah, that's an interpretation. I'll take it.
Yeah. So can I lean out from where I am and just imbue his weapon with magical power?
Sure, why not?
3. Shall I roll for that?
Nope, just happens.
Okay.
Okay,
so you get +1 to attack rolls, and it's considered magical.
All right, your weapon feels stronger, heavier, but stronger.
Okay, flashing a knowing grin because I've realized what's going on. I'm going to roll an attack roll.
All right.
Do I get somewhere in here?
If you want to.
I was going to say, because I thought we had rolled initiative. Somebody was
it's once again, if you want to get involved, it knows Alariza's there now, but it doesn't know you're there.
You're still working on that name.
Sorry.
Alisaria,
sorry.
There we go.
You really want to put some more R's.
Motherfucker. It's my inner Canadian.
It's going to be Aloysius. It's going to be Alibaba. It's going to be...
The part that really blows me is the part that really blows my mind is we gave him an out by saying he could call her Allie, and he hasn't done it.
Or
you could say the Paladin.
All right. Anyway, Kat.
I am going to, while still staying a respectful distance away, I'm going to attempt to guiding bolt it.
Okay.
And you said we could do it at advantage because I still haven't been seen.
Yep.
So, let's see. Oh, thank God that was an advantage. That will be hits.
Yep.
All right. And I'll just roll a bit of damage. 46. That is going to be, like, actually decent. 9, 13, 16 radiant damage, and the next attack has advantage.
Okay, so you hit this thing with bolts of radiant energy. It kind of explodes like gunfire on it. It doesn't do as much damage as you think it should, but it lights it up. Yeah.
Ooh, that's scary.
Wait, what now?
The radiant damage didn't do as much as it should have.
It's got damage resistance, I'm betting.
All right, well, I'm gonna now roll my Okay, so now what changes my roll since Skyblaze imbued my weapon?
You just get a +1 and your weapon's considered magical.
All right. 16.
It's a hit.
All right. D8. 7 plus 3 is 10.
Okay, you hit this thing for 10 damage. You stabbed right through its chest armor. It kind of puts its hand on your blade and pushes it out. And just stands there and looks at you.
All right, I'm going to buy myself some breathing room and use my shield master feat to bash it with my shield and try and knock it back 5 feet.
Okay. So that's an attack roll, right?
Look, I'm looking. Let's see here now. Here we go. Bonus action. Shield Master Shove. If you take the attack action your turn, you can use a bonus action to try to shove a creature within 5 feet of you with your shield. So, that's all it says. I don't think it's an attack roll. I think it's just like a strength check or something.
I'll let you do it anyway. If you roll really well, you can knock it prone.
All right. Okay. So going for a shield bash.
Okay.
Oh, another nat 20. God, I'm doing really well with this guy.
You knock this thing flat in the mud. Mud starts to fill in its armor as it sinks into the ground.
Yes.
So it's fucked up. It's gonna take 2 rounds for it to stand up.
Okay, so I guess that means I get a couple free shots.
Or Game Master here, run!
I mean, we could.
Here's the thing: if we leave this thing here, it can alert its fellows to us.
Provided it hasn't done that psychically.
I say let's not take the chance and finish it off. So
Well, you're having so much fucking success with that so far.
all right, out of character, let's put it to a vote. Should we finish it off or should we run? All in favor of running?
Me.
All in favor of finishing it off?
Finish it.
All right.
All right, it's 1-on-1, so I
Fine.
get the tiebreaking vote. So I am going to.
So you're rolling with advantage for the next 2 rounds because it can't get up.
Okay, I am going to. Hang on a second here. Let me check something. Okay, I'm going to take my longsword in a 2-handed grip.
Okay, so 1d10.
And 1d10 plus 3 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to make a mighty
now
swing.
It's not holy anymore. It's not.
What do you mean it's not holy anymore?
She cast whatever weapon. That spell that she did was on your other weapon. Oh.
No,
never mind. Sorry. I thought you were switching weapons.
No, I only have the one longsword.
Okay.
But I can hold it in a one.
Sorry.
So
Continue.
I'm going to take a mighty... Okay, Galactic Inquisitor. All right. The 3 Venture Brothers listeners in our audience are now howling. All right. Okay, so I'm going to take a mighty swing with a 2-handed grip.
Okay.
17.
That's a hit.
And D8. 8 plus... Well, excuse me. D10. Excuse me, not a D8. D10.
Okay.
Natural 10, so 13.
Okay. So, again, you stab into this thing. You cut across its armor. Chunks of it fall off. But, again, it's not as... You should be doing a lot more damage to this thing.
All right,
it tries to scream, but its mouth fills with muck, and it doesn't say anything. Just...
All right. For my second shot, I'm going to try either decapitating it or smashing its head in. Something to try and shut this thing up. So, 16.
That's a hit.
And 9. So, 12.
Okay. Again, you strike this thing right hard. Its chest plate shatters. But as you try and pierce its putrid flesh underneath, it's not doing much. But it does look pretty fucked up now. After multiple strikes at it. It's looking rough.
Okay, little help.
I will make my way physically over there.
For heaven's sake!
In the 2 rounds that he has taken free shots at it, I will get close because I knew we were about 50 feet away or so.
So, you close the distance.
I'll follow Lenore.
Okay.
So we can
you are now standing over this thing as it struggles to its feet.
So when it is my turn, I will.
It is your go because it's fucked up. So your go.
Okay. Are we still rolling at advantage because it is
yes.
prone?
You're at advantage because it just got to its feet.
Okay, that's fine.
Can someone remind me? I know 3.5 did, but I don't know if 5th Ed does. Does it still support the revive kills not zombie thing?
Let me pull out my rulebook and check.
What was the question?
Does healing spells damage the undead in 5th Ed?
I don't think they do.
I don't think so.
I know they did in 3.5, but I can't remember if they do in 5th.
I'm going to say no, because that's Final Fantasy bullshit, and stabbing will always work better.
Got it from D&D.
Resurrection is what the spell is called.
No.
No, as in healing
Oh, Revivify.
Can sometimes hurt undead. Yeah. If the answer is no, that's fine.
You touch a creature that has died within the last minute, the creature returns to life with 1 hit point. This can't return life to a creature that has died of old age, nor can it restore any missing body parts.
No, the idea is that there's, like, in 3.5 and Pathfinder, like, if healing spell, it would actually, because it's channeling positive energy, it would actually do damage to something that was undead.
Because they're powered by negative energy, so the positive energy damages them. It is whether or not it does in 5th Ed, and if it doesn't, that's fine.
Okay.
I want to say it doesn't. But in any case, I will. I would like to maybe. What do I? All my spells right now. I'll whack it with my Radiant Mace.
Okay.
My Radiant Race. Okay. My Radiant Race. Oh, Christ. I just whiff it. Sorry, guys. That was my round. I rolled a 2 and a 4.
Yep. Nope.
Oh, Christ. These dice need to die.
It definitely dodges to the side of your attack. Alisaria, I got it! Ha! Someone needs to keep like a running tally of how you don't fuck up this name.
And since I whiffed it, I want to take like a good, use some of my movement to get back.
Okay.
If it doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity.
It does not.
Okay, then I'm getting 10, 15 feet back.
All right, Alisaria, your go.
We should have. If this is a zombie, we should have killed it by now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, because I'm looking at this.
Something else.
I've forgotten how things work.
Skeleton, that's even worse.
18.
That is a hit.
Okay. Uh, 9 damage.
Okay. You hit it. You crank this thing right in the chest. It finally seems to go down and stop moving.
I don't know what the deal with that guy, what that guy's deal was, but it was not taking the damage it should have. Something's definitely powering these things.
Can I roll a nature check to see if I know what that?
Yes, absolutely. Just be aware, there's 4 more of them in the clearing, and their patrol patterns are not normal.
All right, it's just going to be a quick little, this dice die. It's bad dice pile, and I don't know what that is. Cool. It's cool. Cool, let's get out of here.
Well, let's not dwell on. Let's get out of here.
All right, so you gather your gear. Everybody, one last time, roll a stealth check.
Are we doing it at disadvantage?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because we're wearing heavy armor. Oh,
19.
Jesus God.
Okay. And that's with disadvantage?
That's just what it came up.
You have to
I don't
roll
know.
with disadvantage.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
roll
had
twice.
disadvantage? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right. Second one's a 17.
Okay.
2.
Ooh.
I'm burning my dice after this, guys. You have no idea how frustrating. Well, I'm sure
I
you
expect
all
to
know
see a
how
YouTube video.
I'm not actually going to burn my dice. They're beautiful.
Put them in the freezer. I know somebody who used to do that as well. Right, a 20 and a 15, so 15.
This time
Okay.
it's me who's just...
So- Lenore, as she gathers her stuff, you get stuck in the mud and you panic for a second as you feel like a root has kind of wrapped around your boot. It's going to take a second to free you. So as you make this noise, I'm going to roll for the other things.
Damn it. This thing is... My foot's
The
stuck.
one does not hear you. The second one does not hear you. Third one does not hear you. And the fourth one. What was your roll, Marcus? Your lowest?
My lowest was a 17.
It does not hear you by pure chance.
Thank you guys for rolling high and clearing that average out.
So you manage to free Lenore's foot. You kind of scurry along the path of the bone field and retreat back into the forest, where the ground starts to somewhat harden up, but it's still pretty mucky and gross.
Just one of my boots is making a squeak noise.
Oh, yeah.
It does not sound like a good noise.
So as you continue through the muck, a few more hours pass by. The rain does start to ease up a touch. And you eventually arrive at a place on top of a raised hill. And you could see there's like pillars and columns and what looks like mausoleums. And they're all they look like something happened here a long, long time ago. Various states of disrepair. Given where you are on the map, this is probably the ruins.
Okay.
This is likely where Clovis is.
So you said we're on a raised overlook?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to pull out my spyglass again and survey the land.
You survey the land. You see statues, a bunch of them surrounding the front door. You see you don't see anything living that you can tell, or at least not that you can see. If you want to roll it, I'll allow you to do a little bit more closely examine it.
Alrighty. 15.
You do see what looks to be like a couple of skeletons and zombies wandering around the far end of the field, like towards the bottom of the hill. You see about 4 of them.
Okay.
And they're just wandering back and forth. No real aim.
And they're
just basic sentry duty.
And these aren't the same as Captain Howdy that we just ran from, are they?
No.
Okay. All right.
They look a lot fresher, actually.
Okay. All right. So I see 4 undead, 2 zombies, 2 skeletons. Anything else?
Not that you can see.
Is there
actually,
just one?
Hold on. I'm going to give a roll here. And how this happens, we'll see what happens next.
I would actually like to do a thing, if I may.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Let me. I just need to see if this is a ritual or not. How far away are we?
You're probably 200-300 feet. Like you're. Well
no,
back.
never mind then. I was gonna do a thing.
You do notice something. You do notice something big, like really big, sitting near the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
You're not quite sure what it is though. Like looks like it's made out of metal, but you're not 100% sure.
Oh no.
It's not moving though. It's just sitting there, but it's definitely alive.
Does it look like it's part of the surrounding architecture? Or does it look like something that someone else has brought in?
It looks like something somebody else brought in.
Okay. And is the entrance that it's guarding the only way in or out?
Yes.
Okay. All All right. I'm gonna pass the spyglass to my compatriots and say that statue over there by the door. Does that look like like anything we might have to worry about?
I guess, can we roll perception checks and
Yep.
sort of other knowledge checks?
100%.
Tell me what to roll.
Roll me nature.
Okay. I will roll nature. 9. All of my dice are out to get me.
Yeah, your dice are cursed, man. Holy
I'm gonna
shit.
have to. You don't understand. I brought like 30 D20s, and I've got like 20 of them in the bad dice pile. Anybody
right.
know? I don't know what that is.
If I'm rolling nature as well, then that's a 13. I've also got a +3 in history, so maybe that would be good as well.
I'm going to let you roll it just because of the nature of the ruins. Looking at it, it's definitely religious ruins of some type. Mm-hmm. From what your adventures have given you so far, the demon you've been chasing is the one named... I got to pronounce it here. Pazuzu. Mm-hmm. And judging by just looking around through the spyglass, looking at the statues, and then back at the creature, something clicks. Some of the statues have pieces missing out of them. Like something took a bite out of them. As you take another breath through the spyglass, you see the thing move and roll on its side, and it just exhales this big gas of green vapor.
Oh hell!
What is it?
That's an acid attack.
Is it acid or is it some sort of poison?
I would guess acid, but
from her description, would either of us have a better understanding?
You might. If you want to roll it again, I'll let you roll it.
Oh, all of my dice are cursed.
All right. Well, I guess I'll make a history check. I've got a +4. Let's see if I learned anything about these creatures in my classes at the academy.
Can I roll it?
16. So +4 is 20.
What would this be? Like an Arcana, maybe?
Yeah, Arcana. I'll let you roll it. Marcus, I'll let you do history. You rolled a 20. Let's see what Lenore gets first.
Oh, okay, 14. It's above a 10. That's exciting.
Well, you're guessing. You know that it's alive. Mm-hmm. It's got a metal skin on it, and those statues have bites taken out. Conversing back and forth with Marcus and Arisaria, you're guessing. Did I get it right that time?
No.
Alisaria.
Fuck me. Allie. It's Allie from here on out.
Fine. Cool.
Right. With you and Allie, you figure out it is likely a Gorgon.
Oh
shit.
No. I don't want to fight a Gorgon.
Which means whoever put this here doesn't want company. So yes, what's going to happen next? Because this is way above your weight class. But you know what? Sometimes intelligence is your best weapon. So what's going to happen next time? Well, I guess we're going to have to wait and see and find out. So I have been your game master, though some might call me unnaturally cruel. I've gotten into tougher scraps than this. I've been Mike the Birdman Dog, joined with the person whose dice absolutely hate her.
The cat.
Shetfield herself.
What?
Sheffield.
Sheffield, yes, that's where I'm from. Yes, I'm Skyblaze.
And
I'm Dr. Gonzo.
And we'll be back next time on Fools Who Ride the Dreamstone. What happens next? Elevino!
We gon' die! We're gonna die!